My lady princess, it is Prince Irrai, if I might have a moment of your time. Firstly, I am sorry for your travel here. I know this arrangement came as a shock to us both. I am aware I did not perpetrate it. Still, I simply feel inclined to apologize. I hope at the very least your bedchamber is sufficient. If you need anything else, please. Very well, my lady. That topic aside, I was hoping you would join me this evening. in plain clothes and without any guards. Which does mean we would have to sneak out without notice. Yes, it might be difficult, but I can arrange for my trusted companions within the walls to lead you, without any leering eyes. Of course, that does mean placing your trust in me this evening. Trust that I would take the utmost care of. I am glad to hear it. I wish to show you my people, outside of these walls, and the reason why I want to inform change in the kingdom. I figured that since we are headed for your lands, it would be only fair to show you the warmth of my people, their joys, their sorrows. And I know just the place. Thank you, my lady. I hope I can show you to an eventful evening. Thanks, Firemane. Welcome, my lady of Atland, to the Honeyed Sun. A more welcoming and friendly establishment you will not find in all the borders of our kingdom. Firemane, you will keep guard outside the tavern, will you not? That is my boy. Take the apple, you little scoundrel. Here we are. It is good to be back. Let us see if we can find ourselves a secluded yet comfortable spot. Oh, and you must loosen up, princess. Anyone can spot you as a noblewoman from anywhere with that prim and proper posture. I tease. But we are on a casual outing. Just keep that in mind. Ah, yes, that spot will do. Oh, well, if it isn't Jaren. It's good to see you too, Jaren. I'm here a little more out of sight than usual. Oh, the lady, she's just, well, she comes from beyond our city, that much is true. If you do not mind keeping that between us. I appreciate it, sir. Oh, and I think we would appreciate some of your famous purple plum wine and slices of those sponge cakes, if you don't mind. Of course I will, Jaren. You know I'm good for it. Thank you. I cannot wait to show him off to the lady. You know, one of these days, I'm gonna get him to tell me how he makes those sponge cakes so fluffy. All these years, and he still will not reveal it to me. At the risk of repeating myself many times throughout tonight, what do you think, my lady? It is a lively place, is it not? Right? You could never get this sort of ambiance at the castle. Oh, everyone must speak in turn. The music must be appropriate. Use your proper manners. Ugh. I wonder, do they ever get sick of it? Do nobles ever drop those ridiculous facades? Really? You are in a far more of a precarious position than I. At the very least, I am able to slip away from the watchful eye of the crown and its court here. I can only begin to imagine what it is like for the first Princess of Atland. That much we can be thankful for. Airing your frustrations must be a daily occurrence, if not more. I know it is for me. Well, I suppose in that we can find some small light in our betrothal. Whatever vices you wish to air about your fellow nobles, I will be all ears, if not also a hand. What am I gonna do? Spill your secrets to all the chatterboxes of Atland? Truth be told, it might be a difficult adjustment for me. Well, I am sure a wonderfully learned first princess like yourself takes to all of her lessons very seriously. Your predecessors must be constant in their chidings of how one day you shall inherit all the lands, are they not? Admittedly, I got to avoid some of those very chidings, but I was told where my place was, and where I must be, all the same. But to take center stage with you in Atland, it will be quite the change. I don't suppose you have a few escape routes of your own throughout the castle walls? Well, maybe we can find a few blind spots. We will need them if we are want to begin any change. Yeah, but save that for later. Here comes Jaren with the goods. Thank you, sir. I can only hope the fair lady enjoys your wine and cakes as much as I have over the many, many years. Well, I may be traveling for a while soon, so Jaren, if you might prepare a jug for the journey, I would of course pay my fair sum. Thank you so much. Take care, Jaren. And do not let this place get too rowdy just because I am away. Alright, as for our drinks... And, without further ado, the plum wine, my lady. With it, I propose a toast. To making the most of our situation, to the common ground we tread, and to the brighter future we share. Well, it is delectable, is it not? Well, I look forward to the taste of your homeland, even if I doubt they match up. Oh, and of course, the sponge cake, you must try it. Here, take a bite. I must admit, it does give me some sort of pride to see you enjoy yourself, both for my people's talents and, well, you have a wonderfully delightful smile. I would not mind striving for it more often. So, you must tell me, what is your younger sister like? I imagine if she is your confidant, she must share some of your similar sentiments. Oh, I see. It cannot be easy for you, my dear. Defending her lack of aptitude in astral magics. In any case, I hope our union can spark some pride for her. After all, my kingdom entirely lacks the air of the astral card. I had heard your people had varying degrees of aptitude in the magics, but... well, I never thought to truly... well, it is hard to know without seeing, I suppose. The astral always sounded like a bit of a cursed blessing. To wield that power at the cost of yourself. I can see why it has spread your people thin. Yeah. The fall of the astral card in Atland is a story every child has heard from here to, well, the misted sea and beyond, I imagine. We used to imagine what it must have been like in your grandfather's time. To see so much prosperity just appear overnight. People growing spring crops in winter, cooling the waters in the summer. It must have been unfathomable. I am sorry. I did not mean to dour the mood. After all, our toast is to bring back that hope to your peoples and mine. But I must know if your sister is chided for it. Does that mean you wield the power of the astral? Then I am all the more in awe of you. It is a fearsome power you hold within you. So, which side of the card were you, blessed with? It is true, I am curious. Reading on your people's magics is one thing. I never thought I would get to ask a wielder of it, much less be married to one. Really? Really? That is the way the card fell for you? I wonder, did your care for your people come first, manifesting the protective magics? Or did the protective magics make you care for your people? No, you do not seem like a shadow magics type of person. It is a silly question, I admit, but one I ask of myself all the same. Do I want to lift my nation in spite of my father because of my life as a third son? Or would I have even cared for their plight had I been born in the stead of my brothers? True, true. And there is plum wine to enjoy. Well, if only you were to be married here, I could take you to all my regular outings. I think it would paint quite the colorful picture of yours truly. I might not have your magics or your status, but I have a steady hand for the blade. And, more importantly for our future plans, a network. A network of messengers. Indeed, visits to places like this yield good favor if you play your hand right. So, when we travel to Atland, we should do best to expand that very network. Your kingdom will be the catalyst, but we cannot allow my father to reign over it under the guise of our marriage. We shall prepare all that soon enough. Thank you for humoring me this evening, my lady. Soon we set on the road to Atland. I hope you have steeled your resolve in our matrimony. Yes, in the name of our people, in the name of the good, and in the name of finishing the last of the sponge cake, which I bestow to you, your Royal Highness. I will ask Jaren to pack us some for the road. Let us retreat for the night. As wonderful to see you out of a royal fitted dress, I would not care to arouse the suspicions of your party. This way, my dear consort.